All right, loves. So, how y'all doing? It's been what, 2 weeks I haven't done a video. I had some things weighing on my mind. Initially, I had planned to do a video for Adriana Young's first death anniversary. I'm probably gonna tie this in. I got like about 7 minutes with y'all because I'm currently at work. I'm on a lunch break. Um, So this is being filmed early in the day, but it won't be posted until tonight because that's when I will get the time again. If I start sweating, guys, it's because I'm in the back seat of my car. All right? Because I really wanted to do this video. Second thing, if you know you're a PPP lucky, a genuine PPP supporter that can't handle the truth, or you just one of them miserable people that just want to attack anybody that speak out against this government, scroll past. Scroll? You scroll? Go. Just scroll past. Because I can tell you now, if you come on my page or my post, whether I do it TikTok or Reel or wherever I post this, and you come on and you talk any nonsense, you don't even get a comment or response from me. I'm going to block and I'm going to delete you straight, straight. 'Cause we not doing this, right? Tired talking to you. We big people. Well, if you're on the internet, you're supposed to be grown enough to, you know, be responsible. All right. Yeah, I know I could be very long-winded. Like I said, if y'all see us sweating, it's because I'm sitting in the back seat of my car. I got the door open and closing, trying to not let the backlight affect this recording. Um, and I ain't turning on the car or to run the car on and put on AC and them kind of things. With what going on in the place, oil prices, gas prices, and in my case, diesel. No, we're not doing that. So yeah, we're gonna take the little heat for the couple of minutes that I gotta talk to y'all about because I'm sitting in an AC and all day anyway. So now we are a people that enslaved. A lot of you ain't gonna like the statement. We got to be a people enslaved. Something is wrong with us as Guyanese people, and it shines through on the internet. That's why sometimes I'm glad for the internet. It helps us to see who we really are. A lot of us are cowards, and we sit behind a keyboard and we do certain things and we accept certain things. Where am I going with this? This current administration is disgraceful and is shameless. But you know who are really talking to today? Let me use her words, but I can break it down further into my own language. The leader of Forward Guyana movement, the leader of Forward Guyana, Amanzo Walton, always says, member of parliament, always says, as Guyanese, we're too easily impressed. I gonna come and tell you right now, I think most of you are mentally enslaved. I do not understand why there's still some section, and it's not all PPP supporters, why there's still some sections of this country are still willing to celebrate and be so, it's like lucky. We got people who are supposed to be opposing the PPP. Yeah, if you want something like, if there's we use live for oppose the PPP, yes, because they're wicked and they're vindictive and they're evil. You know, I want some of you to remember, every time y'all see Irfan prancing around picking up somebody child kissing babies or any other government minister, as a matter of fact, because that's what they're about now, they're flossing. All of them got big fancy PR teams, and every time some of them just go and pee, they could go and use the wash, just go and pee, everything got to be posted. All right, fine. But I want y'all to remember, every time these people do these things and y'all see them at some big fancy event, whether it be a gala, whether it be a launch of some sort, whether it be a personal activity, and the floss it, because it ain't personal anymore if you're flossing it on what's supposed to be the government pages. Every time y'all see the do, remember how Adriana Young's body looked last year. Last Friday gone was a year since her body was fished from that pool. Remember how she looked, with whether it was cotton wool or whatever substance coming out her nose. Remember how that child looks. Every time this president picks up somebody's child or any government minister to kiss a baby, remember how she looked. And remember that we still don't have justice. Regardless of all the controversy surrounding it, I don't give a damn. This is a baby who died. This is an 11-year-old who died. Remember that. Remember, I think it was that 12-year-old boy the other day. All the money we churning out, we making because of oil and gas. When the day come, I got open back because of sweating. All of that we churning out. Some we got for conserve, as I tell you all, this is why I'm putting on the AC in the car. But all the money we churning out, and a young child, boy, still died just because his parents couldn't afford it. stop being enslaved. Y'all are enslaved. Every little thing. Some of you annoy me. I had a former APNU, a female at that, a former APNU government minister. See, pray the other day run out. Big hug up with Sheeny Minister, like Sheeny Minister's friends. There's a sitting member of parliament in the PNC APNU. A sitting member of parliament gonna refer to Priyasha forever friend. Y'all are friends. These are people who are enslaving your people. They're enslaving your supporters. They're even enslaving you. Yeah, see, getting worked up and sweating. What is wrong with you people? And then what pushed me over the edge last night? A current member of the PNC, a prominent member of the PNC who's also an attorney, a young lawyer who was so close to the Adriana Young's case matter. All of a sudden now, you talking about civility and all of that. Irfan is to be regaled and he's to be this and he's to be that and you pong in he and it's big celebration and asking and talking about well, if people can't be civil, don't got nothing to do with civility. They're civil to the Guyanese people. You know how many of us they placed on the breadline, yeah, and people say, oh, Malika, you're bitter and you're holding on to things. I got to hold on to it. Those people put my career on pause, and this is not my story alone. I am one. I am one in more than 100 in this country. You know how much we to put careers on pause, Let me try and hide the backlight. You know how much of us? And as I'm talking to y'all, I gotta check the time. Why? I do not understand what it is. I understand if you're in a professional environment or you're working somewhere in a government ministry. I was in this position already. When I worked at Teleperformance Guyana, I actually had the task of introducing the president at an activity. And I had to say all the glowing things or whatever, but I was in a professional environment and I had to act professional because I couldn't afford to lose my job. It's not like I could go to the PPP and get one. But now we have a situation where even the people in the private sector are afraid. They're walking about this place victimizing people. You either with me or you're not with me. You either for me or against me. And now people want to come to talk about civility and all kind of nonsense when it comes to the PPP. I will remain bitter. I will remain a snob. I pray to God, because as a member Forward Guyana, I will go certain places and to certain activities where I would have to represent that party and where I'll have to be respectful and where I'll have to be professional. But I pray to God nobody catches me in no. I will not place myself, and I will always ask God to protect us, including the leader, where we're not placed in any position to look as though we're luckying up to these people. Because photos also can tell a different story and catch you in different angles. I don't want it. I do. These people don't come and tell me about civility. These people are civil to the Guyanese public. They're civil to us. They are the top thief and from left to right. People doing the gods. I should say people doing the ungods in this administration. And now y'all come to tell me about civility. And it really pisses me off. Forgive my language, folks, but it pisses me off because Irfan just got to go and bounce a ball somewhere. And we said this, Member of Parliament Amanda Walton this year said the other night, these people, it's propaganda. It's a propaganda machine. And how is it? I expect my people to be stronger than this. How is it that at the drop of a hat, these people are able to penetrate you mentally and got you going, oh, it look nice. Nice, Mr. President. You and the First Lady look nice. Or this is a nice photo and you're carrying on social media like, this is normal. This is a man who does not want to be accountable to y'all for how they're spending the money because we don't have no sit in the parliament. Y'all don't understand what's going on? Frankly, I know I'm being harsh right now, but I fed up. Because I think we've long gone past the stage where Guyanese are supposed to be so in tune and so mentally free that you understand that every chance the PPP gets to manipulate you, they will. And that is what they're doing in every single ministry. They're manipulating you. Every time they post the fancy looking glamorous photos, this would do in manipulating you. And I'm sorry, I got to tell you all this, but if your mind's small, you're going to get attracted to it. But you know what? I've talked for more than 7 minutes and I'm checking my time. And I have to get back to work. And I'll calm myself down a little bit before I go back to work. Right? I'm going to pray to the Heavenly Father that I am one of the persons who will remain against the PPP for as long as it takes, forever and evermore. The PPP is not good for this country. The PPP is not good for our people. The PPP is not good for our children. I did a video a couple of weeks ago asking what we're doing with the children if we left them to chance. And we left them to chance because we continue to lose them at different things. But yet, some of y'all out there that are supposed to understand the issues and know what is happening, celebrating them as soon as they do a little thing and take out a photo in public. Yeah, nice. And come and the young lie got in order to tell the public, but oh, civility. Eh? Civility? There's civil to the people of this country. And again, this is not my story alone, but I will use me because I know my story inside out. I have been, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't find a proper word right now. My thoughts are going because I'm getting distracted because I know I have to go. But I'm one of the persons who have had to take jobs that I am 10 times, in some cases 20 times overqualified for to survive and to pay my bills because I'm one of the persons who've been blacklisted. You think any sitting opposition member parliament, whether you're part of WIN, whether you're part of, well, one, whether you're part of Forward Guyana movement or whether you're part of the APNU, which one of them you think could go work in the public sector as a job? Not as a member of parliament, as a job separate outside of politics. Yeah, I tell you all these things because I think Guyanese understand fully what's going on in this place. Which one of them, yeah? Tell me. Hmm? You tell me. Ain't nobody hiring them in the public sector. And the PPP, because they have some, they control the public purse now. Fully control a huge public purse. They have the same, I dare to say, they have the same effect on the private sector. But you know what? This is where we at. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, guys. Y'all can sit on home behind your keyboards and cuss opposition members, whether it be WIN, whether it be Forward Guyana, whether it be PNC. Y'all sit on cuss we all y'all like. Don't get up and start doing something. Don't be conscious and you see them few PNC, some of them few PNC, whether you be a member or a supporter that y'all in understand who you are. That every time your fans smile, you're there for say, oh, certain things you got to put aside politics. Continue see with Galan way. But I've said my piece. There are a lot more things that I wanted to say, but I want to leave you with this. Two things. When y'all see this, it will be night. Because as I said, I have to run now. I don't have the time to upload the video now. But I want to leave you with this. And I hope it's sticking here. Every time y'all see Irfan kissing baby, hugging family, pretending that he's this big, and even his people pretending that he's some paragon of virtue. Remember Adriana Young's body. Remember how it looked. Remember how it should be burnt into your minds how she looked when she was pulled from that pool. Remember that until we get some farmer justice for she. Folks, I gotta run. That is it for now. But we can talk soon. I am here. We are here, and by God's grace, we will keep continuing to push. All right. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Happy Tuesday.